Now to talk about the main event and another Abner Mares fight and another Abner Mares controversial fight. Rayo Kais Jr. This time the head of it. Last time it was Russell Moore. The last time I saw him anyway. So another display of low blows, shots to the back, headbutting, a bit of everything. But in the end, it was Moreno who received the point deduction. It was hotly disputed though. Some people still had Moreno close. And if you don't know the result, it was a unanimous decision to Mares. 116, 110 twice. And then James Jenkins, we're famous for this, scoring it 120, 106 for Abner Mares. Yep, if you watch it, you've got to score 5 rounds at least to Moreno. I lost some of the rounds, missed some of the rounds, and even I, probably 2 rounds I think I missed, would say that he won a few rounds. He won some early rounds. After 4 rounds I did 2-all before a knockdown in the 5th. Again, that was controversial. In my opinion, I didn't see that as a knockdown. He scored the punch, a left hook to the side of the head. Moreno, as he'd been doing all night, ducked low to get out of Mares' tactics of roughing him up on the inside. Ducked low. Mares did what Moreno got a point deducted for by pushing on the back kind of thing, and Moreno went down. Looked clearly like he'd just been bundled down. The punch had been landed about 5 seconds earlier, so how you can count that punch as being a knockdown? And he probably wasn't going down without the push, but Kais Jr. counted him, gave him a count just before the end of the round, which then put Moreno in a bad position, putting him probably 2 points down on my card. Mares came out good in the 6th round, so he showed some good skills. But then the 11th round came the moment that pretty much everybody got sick of seeing, don't want to see it, when despite low blows all night, several warnings for Mares for low blows, it was Moreno, despite me not personally seeing him get that many warnings. He was warning him a lot, was warning him a few times, probably not as much as Mares, deducted Moreno a point in the 11th round for pulling Mares' head down. If we remember Agbeko fight, the referee was tried to blame Agbeko for having the low blow scored on him when saying he was pulling his head down. That was obviously Kais Jr.'s excuse for Mares again for these low blows. Moreno pulling his head down got a point deducted, and I didn't hear Mares-Anselmo's reaction to it, but I've heard it was quite selective with his words, trying not to go over the top too much, which I'm sure a lot of people were. But it was just a badly refereed fight again. Whether there is some controversy, I don't know. I'm not gonna say, but that's twice now that I've seen that there's been clearly biased refereeing. Mares landing low blows, and the other fighter has been punished. Agbeko was punished by suffering a knockdown despite being a low blow. Moreno has had a point deducted despite it really being Mares doing more of the dirty tactics. They're both dirty in their own way, but Moreno in more of a, he's trying to get out of the way a lot. You see the way Moreno fought all night, Mares running after him a lot. Moreno trying to get out of the way, so sometimes he did push him off, so he'd push off him. That's kind of what I see happened for the knockdown. That's what I see happened when he got a point deducted, but no way was it worthy of a point deduction compared to what Mares did. If we had deducted Mares in the next round for low blows, and then we would have said, okay, that was right, I still doubt James Jenkins would have scored it any different. Even if he took 10 points off Mares, I'm sure he'd still score it 120, 106 to Mares. He obviously only had one scorecard in his mind. Or It was as Paul Malignaggi says, fell asleep. Poor guy missed a great fight, and he did. Because really, it was a really good fight, but he obviously missed it unless he's got some hidden agenda that we don't know about. But yeah, onto the fight. Apart from the controversial part, Mares between fouling, putting another good display, good boxing, really aggressive, moving forward, controlled aggression a lot. Although he was being countered a lot with that left hand, Moreno seemed to found a home with for that. Didn't land it, in my opinion, enough. Should have took advantage of that more. It was open all the time. But Mares was clever, moved forward, got right into Moreno. Moreno was pretty much having to run, use a lot of energy, and it was looking negative. So you can understand why some of the closer rounds would have been going to Mares, because the running, the pushing away and stuff by Moreno is going to look negative, while Mares is the positive fighter going forward constantly. And that's why I believe some of the rounds are swinging in his favour. Still doesn't explain why he would get every single round, because there was no way. The first round, for instance, I had Moreno. The third round looked a clear Moreno round. There was many others. I think it was the seventh round. No, yeah, it was the seventh round after Moreno suffered a really shocking sixth round. Come out strong in the seventh and really dominated that. Later in the fight, Mares was getting tired, inviting the pressure from Moreno, and that made for an intriguing fight. And that was kind of ruined in the 11th round when he was deducted a point, Moreno, because a lot of people then thinking that's it. Obviously, it wouldn't have mattered anyway with the scorecards, because it was so wide anyway. It wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever. Bad left hook, if you look at that. Scott scored that 113, 113. Probably if he does watch it again, he probably might score it differently, but I'm not going to lie. I was trying to score as many rounds as I possibly could for Moreno, just to try and say he could win this fight, because that's what he wanted. Mares, great fighter, but the way he fights and the way he gets away with it makes him no new fans. Loses fans that he probably gained in a rematch against Egbeko and his morale victory. Back to the same, he's back to where he was after the first Egbeko fight. People not liking what he did, not liking his tactics, etc. And he says he's not going to gain new fans. He was the home favourite here, but it's not going to help him in the long run. For the future for him, he's only got one fighter in his mind at the moment, as he said in his after-fight interview, and that's Nonito Donaire. Donaire fights in Jorge Arce in December. It'll be a great fight. Donaire Mares will be a classic, one to watch, one not to miss. Donaire has a massive advantage. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people, including myself, really. We're all human. We all have people who probably want to win. And for me, I would want Donaire to win that fight, because Mares is getting away with too much dirty tactics. Got nothing against him. He's a boxer. Respect all fighters, but when you're getting away with these dirty tactics, so on, that are winning your fights, it just ain't right. And we know Donaire, top quality operator, top quality fighter. He's got lots to give in that fight. Lots more to give in his career, Donaire. That's the fight Donaire's going to want. And it's the fight the boxing world wants. So thank you for listening again. Again, please leave your comments at the bottom on what you thought about the fight, your opinion on the refereeing, and your opinion on the fight overall, and how you think Mares will fare against Donaire. Thank you for listening.